Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about Barney B Honey because there's something that Barney B is not doing that I don't see anyone talking about. Maybe they have spoken about it, but I'm not seeing the conversation. Now, as you guys know, Barney came out yesterday. I told you guys she was gonna ride the wave of the frequency. And the frequency that took place yesterday was the discussion of her and Maduka Okoye being spotted together, and it was going on, right? And I said to you guys, look for her to come out and say something because I told you guys, the video is still here on my channel. You guys can check for the video yourselves. The title is something along the lines of Cardi B has to keep dating toxic men to keep her career alive. And I told you guys that she was not gonna leave the sports industry because she loved the high energy. She's high energy herself, and she loves the high energy that comes with being an athlete. She loves the hustle, the bustle, the thrust of it. And I said she will be moving on to another athlete. Then after, we've seen so many clips of her and Maduka Okoye, and the internet is saying, okay, there's something clearly going on between the two. She came out and she said she has to be the Britney Spears of hip hop because she can't even pee in a cup in peace. But you know what she's not saying? She's not saying it's not true. Yes. Are we noticing that she's not denying the allegations that she is with this man? And I said to you guys, she has been seeing this guy for quite some time. And I said to you, should you go into Maduka Okoye's Instagram page, the clips from 5 weeks and so ago, I think it's up to 6 if not 7 weeks ago, or 5, it could only be just 5, you're gonna see Jason Lee and other people in Maduka Okoye's comment section giving the heart emoji. When you see those people in Maduka Okoye's comment section, it is simply saying that Cardi B is legit with this guy. Because if you go into Maduka Okoye's comment section 8 weeks ago, you're not gonna see those people from the industry. 8 weeks ago, you won't see it. 5 weeks, and so you're gonna see it. And that within itself is very telling that yes, she has moved on from Stephen Diggs, and the dead giver are the people in the industry that started following Maduka around 5 weeks ago, coupled with Cardi B now coming out. And she's talking about everything, but she's not dismissing any of the allegations that she's with this man. She's not saying, oh, it's not true, it's a lie, or anything like that. She's just saying, oh, I can't have any privacy. You guys treat me like I'm the Britney Spears of hip hop. But is she saying that you guys are lying? I can't even hang out with a man in peace before you all start your mischief, before you all start your drama. And I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired. Is she saying that? No, she's not saying that. She's not denying it. No. People are doing their think pieces because this guy, Maduka, baby mama, has basically accused this man to be like Stephen Diggs, fizzy. She says both men and women. So now the internet is saying, Cardi B, you can say what you want about Offset. You should have gone to therapy and you should have stayed with your husband, right? And now people are saying they are realizing that Offset was not the only problem in the marriage. Cardi B was a problem too. And I'm like, oh my God, what are the chances that people are in fact realizing that Cardi B was a problem too? And I'm like, didn't I tell you guys that people are gonna start saying that? Fast forward, people are saying Cardi B was a problem too. So now that people are saying that Cardi B was a problem too, do you think it's gonna matter? No. I said Cardi B is gonna crash out every time she's with a man and it's giving cold. She's gonna kind of lead and give a sense that she wants to go back to Offset, and she might go back to Offset even for a little bit. Even for a little bit, she may go back to Offset, but she's not gonna go back to him permanently because Offset is not hype anymore. To herself and in her head, she's bigger than Offset because she has generated such a buzz. She has generated much discussion around the toxic relationships. And in Cardi B's head, the toxicity is paying her than the authenticity. And Cardi B is all about the money. She rather to live on and thrives on the toxicity rather than the authenticity. And, you know, that's how she chooses to live. Can you be mad at her for that? And if you're mad at her, for how long are you going to be mad at her? You can't be mad at her for choosing to have her way because it's just her choice, right? But I'm saying is that I called everything that is happening now. I did call it. I said she was going to move on to another athlete, and she's going to do so because she thrives on toxicity. And I did say that the moment that we pick up on who she's with and the moment that we start talking about it, she's going to come out swinging at us. And then we're going to hear that the man as other woman. And I also said we might even hear that he's like another Stefan Diggs, and she's going to come out and she is going to stay with that man. She's going to stay with him. You think that because Maduka Okoye has a woman putting him on blast, it means that Cardi B is going to run because she's in danger? Cardi B lives for the toxicity. And you guys need to realize it and understand it. I said to you all, the moment I started uncover who Cardi B is, for who she actually is, I can't unsee it. I genuinely cannot unsee it. And this is why I'm able to read her play by play. So when you see her, you know, bird crew over here telling me, oh, it's just Cardi B, it's just Cardi B, it's just Cardi B, I have to keep coming back because I called a lot of things that have came to light. They're now coming to pass. And I have to remind you all that I said it. I've been calling them from months ago, last year into this year. And I've been telling you guys that I created a playlist especially for Cardi B and Stefan Diggs content, so you guys can go back into those content and you can see that what I've been saying, no one else has been saying them. Not even a sidekick or a medium. And if they have been saying it, not like I've been saying it, honey. I've been telling you guys, she's gonna do this, she's gonna do that next, and I've been telling you guys exactly why she's doing it. Her team encourages the behavior. Everyone is getting paid. She's trending on all algorithms. And especially if she has a show coming up or an event coming up, you're going to see her coming up, popping off with something toxic, right? And if you guys remember, when we saw Stefan Diggs' mom, you know, telling Cardi B kudos a couple weeks ago for that Essence performance, and she was telling Cardi B that I'm going to always support you, I said, the relationship between Cardi and Stefan is dead. But I did come back and say Stefan took Cardi B to dinner because I said he left her in the trenches, as I told you guys, and he took her to dinner, right? And she literally almost said it. She said she was beefing with the guy right now. But the manner in which she was going off on Stefan Diggs, even saying that if she's moved on to a gay man, we're not gonna know. I said, you know what? So, I was saying she was beefing with him, but while she was beefing with him, she was still seeing Stefan Diggs while she was seeing Maduka Okoye. She was with Stefan Diggs and Maduka at the same time. She was smashing both dudes. And I said, it's an allegation, right? Not proven. But in my estimation, I believe that is what has been going on. And I said, this is the type of game she normally plays. And I used the reference between Offset and Stefan Diggs, and I reminded you guys that Offset was denied a paternity on Baby Touchdown, but he was approved a paternity on Baby Blossom. And I said, I think it's common sense as to why the court would give Offset a paternity on Blossom. Not that we're including the baby in adult's mess, but it's just that for you guys to understand, right? No, I'm saying it's common sense for you to understand why the court would do that, because during the court's discovery, it was uncovered that Cardi B was seeing Offset and Stefan Diggs at the same time, and she was busy with them, right? So it turns out that the little girl, can be for either party. But I believe Offset has gotten the results already, whatever those results are. It's their business. Now, I see people, as I said before, when someone tells a woman not to have another baby, right? These environments are not healthy for these kids. And I don't care who want to say Cardi B has money. As I've always said, having money does not prevent you from stepping in shit. As an adult, you should understand what it is to be in a stable environment, and you should realize by now that it's better for kids to be in a stable, healthy, loving environment. A lot of kids grew up in homes where they had everything to their advantage, but they'll tell you they were never happy because it was always their mom, visiting their dad, and they would rather to have a home where both parents are. Even if they didn't have all the luxury, it would have been comforting to have a loving home with their family, right? So we need to stop promoting broken homes. It is not our business to tell Cardi B what to do with her body. And when she has a baby, it's not our place to tell this woman that she shouldn't have had a baby. But at the same time, we must not encourage broken homes. It's not healthy for her, neither the kids. But let's stop telling women, especially when the child is already in the equation. Let's not speak on a child in such sense, right? But, hey, Barney ain't denying that she's with Maduka, and I told y'all that she was gonna move on to another athlete because she thrives on toxicity, and if Maduka, I was looking at it and I'm saying this guy never had this level of fame. He looks good. He's doing well over there in Italy. But anyone who crosses over in pop culture, they love the sweetness. Like, pop culture is a drug. Pop culture is a drug. Black people are an addiction. But we have white people in pop culture too, yes, but take away black people from pop culture and tell me it is still pop culture. No, it is no longer pop culture without black people. Black people, we're a vibe, we're a drug, we are a freaking mood. Without us, the world is gonna stop. The world is gonna stop without black people. If you don't like it, so be it, but the truth is the truth. And you guys know I love everyone, but when it comes to the truth, I'm gonna speak my truth. I love everyone, and I've always reaffirmed in everyone that I love everyone. It doesn't matter who you are, black, white, pink, purple, or blue. In Jamaica, our motto is out of many, one people. Jamaicans are many people from different race, class, color, ethnicities, okay? But it's just that we don't use Jamaican, European, Jamaican, African, Jamaican, Caribbean. We don't use that shit out here. You were born in Jamaica. You are from the land that you were born on. So if you were born in Jamaica, you are a Jamaican, or you can be a Jamaican through naturalization. You can be a Jamaican through marriage, you know. So respect to you guys. Respect to everyone. Shout out to you all. And I pray the day when my fellow Africans who are native to America, meaning that you were born there, I pray that there's a day when you're no longer referred to as African Americans, because the truth is, you guys are Americans. That's just the truth. You don't hear anyone giving anyone the title of European American, Japanese American, Chinese American. Stop allowing these people to call you African American. You guys are American. And you guys are American more than everyone else. It doesn't matter the history or the story behind it. Whether your ancestors were taken from Africa, and especially if your ancestors were taken from Africa, you are owed. You're always owed, and no one can ever repay you. They can never repay you for your roots, your history, your teachings, your principles, your family ties that was dismantled. You know, so love on yourselves, be gentle with yourselves, and we may, say words from time to time that upsets, offends each other, but we're all one people at the end of the day. All one beautiful people. And that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Peace.